What is up, guys? It is Zach, and welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a bit interesting. Usually a video I don't do. This isn't something that's going to be common on the channel now, but I've been talking about some of the leaks and rumors and all that have been going on in the world of Nintendo, just because the ones that we've seen recently have been a little more credible, or at least a little more likely than some of the stuff we've seen in the past. And I originally wasn't going to do a video on this. I talked about it in my chat today, but I figured it is a really hot topic for discussion, and a Switch Pro might be announced soon, according to a lot of people. So, if we get it announced, I do want to talk about it a little bit before we actually see it. And, yeah, so hopefully you guys will enjoy this video. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, pretty please. It'll help me out very, very much. And hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and the little notification bell so you're notified of when I upload videos to the channel. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. Actually, we're going to be looking into a couple different things. Firstly, let's look at the Switch Pro rumors. Now, there's this whole website here. There's actually a Spanish website that kind of goes into it a bit, but it is summed up on this Reddit thread here, and this person, Arvelin7, has basically given us a little detailed list of the things that we know about the Switch Pro. Now, a lot of this stuff is stuff we kind of already knew. Here it says basically pretty much the same exact size screen, but with a bigger OLED display, 7 inches question mark, so almost no bezels, because as we know, the regular Switch, the Switch that we have now, definitely has bezels. So I think just getting rid of the bezels, we don't even have to make the Switch bigger, just get rid of the bezels and you have a really nice screen, especially if it's OLED. Oof, that would be absolutely glorious. I'm really interested to see how that comes out. Next on the list is current Joy-Con compatible. I think that's a given. I mean, yes, the Joy-Cons definitely have their issues, but I think completely, making new Joy-Cons that are only suitable for the new thing, and then like having older Joy-Cons that are only suitable for the old thing, could make buying Joy-Cons for, or getting family members to buy Joy-Cons for their Switch, people, it could make it a little tricky, and it would just be hard to market, and it just wouldn't go well. So having the same Joy-Cons work on the new Switch would obviously be very ideal. Or, I mean, at the end of the day, they could just make new Joy-Cons that are just good for both the Pro and the regular edition models. So, there's that. Next up, we have a Surface-style flap for tabletop gaming. This is probably the most interesting thing. So what I'm presuming is on the back of the Switch, it'll come out like almost like this, and then you can rest it like that, rather than having a little dinky little thing that comes off every time you try to use it. I think that just works way better, just simply because it's more stable, it's more reliable, and it'll probably just look better overall, seeing it kind of out like, like a little tent. I think that could be pretty cool. Next up here, micro SD card behind the flap on the back, making it easier to access. I think that's kind of self-explanatory. I think that makes sense. This one, a slightly thicker dock with 2 USB 3.0 ports and an Ethernet port. Again, self-explanatory, but the new thing here really is the Ethernet port, letting you just kind of plug in the Ethernet port right into the Switch rather than having these stupid dongles that sell separately. So that is really nice to have. 4K TV output, again, self-explanatory. You can output in 4K now, which is pretty cool. That doesn't mean that the Switch is going to be like 4K like the PlayStation and the Xbox are, but it will at least upscale the games so they look better on your TV. And I think that's pretty cool, especially for people who have 4K TVs and want their Nintendo games to look really nice. For me, that's not going to be a huge thing, but if people want to watch or see their games in 4K, then hey, that's, all the power to them. The last point here is the really interesting one. It would arrive in Europe at the end of November. Edit, it seems like it could be later in other regions, but this is not confirmed, with very limited units. So I think this is really interesting because, well, firstly, very limited units is kind of like, why would they? I mean, probably because of the fact that, all the shortages we're having, hence why PlayStation and Xbox are having a hard time keeping up with demand. But, I mean, you probably have to be very lucky to grab one. I mean, look how quickly the Zelda and Loftwing amiibo sold out. That's probably going to be the same thing with this Switch. I really hope it's not that hard, because I kind of want one. I have the launch edition Switch from day one. It's kind of showing its age now, so I'm really hoping that I can get hold of this new Switch if it gets announced. And yeah, so that's it for the Switch Pro stuff. I heard it's also going to be announced before E3, which makes sense because Nintendo doesn't usually announce consoles at E3. So that means it would be announced within the next 2 weeks. So hey, that's pretty cool. I'll be interested to see when this gets announced, if it gets announced, if this is even all true. But I feel like usually I don't report on this kind of stuff, but it's kind of one of those things that kind of feels like I have to, right? Like I did a video about a month ago talking about the Switch Pro and like what we know so far, and a lot of the stuff from this list was in that video. But the fact that it could be being announced pretty soon is a really interesting thing that I didn't think would happen. But hey, here we are. So, next up, we're actually going to be talking about Mario Kart 8. Now, obviously, Mario Kart 8... Actually, let's go back quickly before we talk about Mario Kart 8 to the Zippo leak. One thing that I skipped over because I didn't want to talk about it because of the fact that he wasn't sure about it is Mario Kart. Now, he said... Now, summing it up, it says here on this Reddit thread, basically summing up the thing, where it says, a new Mario Kart is in development. He's not sure if it's 8, a new game, or a DLC for 8, a new game, etc. He just knows that something new for Mario Kart is coming up. And I know, shout out to Brandon, the Brony Pony, messaged me and he said, this is basically confirmed that Mario Kart 9 is coming. Now hold on. Hold on, taking a step back. This does not confirm Mario Kart 9 is coming. In fact, I'm starting to think the opposite, because I looked at it and I'm like, well, I mean, okay, this is interesting. And, and Zippo said that it's likely to be announced at E3. What I'm starting to think, let's look at this article from Eurogamer that talks about Mario Kart Update being patched recently, or updated recently. Now, this is the first game, or the first update for the game since January of 2019, so over 2 years, and this game has actually gotten an update. And also, I don't have an article up for it, but Mario Kart 8 is also being added to the list of games that are going to be eligible for high school varsity competitions. Because right now, Nintendo are adding Smash Bros. Ultimate and Splatoon 2. And later along the line, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is also being added to that. So I do think it's interesting that they're adding Mario Kart 8 Deluxe to a competitive scene, and now it's also getting an update and a patch. So I personally think it's more likely that they're prepping for something for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I mean, after all, like, last year, a couple years ago, they had, like, the Labo update. So I'm sure that they could be working on something for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in terms of an update or a DLC, more so. Being, like, extra characters, extra courses. I mean, after all, I'm sure that, they have with Mario Kart Tour, they have all these new courses that they're making, and they've revitalized some older courses that aren't in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, like Dino Jungle, Luigi's Mansion, etc., etc. So I bet they are working on some of those Mario Kart Tour courses to come to the Nintendo Switch. I think that could be really, really interesting to see. But we'll have to see. I mean, honestly, it's all just a matter of what's Nintendo gonna do, and it's one of those things that we can't say how Nintendo's going to act, because it's Nintendo, right? They do all the most unpredictable stuff in the world, so we can't say for sure that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is gonna get DLC. We can't say for sure that Mario Kart 9 is gonna happen. And I personally, first of all, I really don't care, but also, I just don't know. Like we can't say for certain. Like, I never understand, like, no offense to Brandon here, but I don't understand, like, where, like, you see these little rumors where it's like, oh, Mario Kart might be getting something new, and it's like, oh, Mario Kart 9. And it's like, I don't know, like, we've got Mario Kart Tour and Mario Kart home circuit thing, and it's like, those could have been the big new Mario Kart things for Nintendo the past couple years, and I was thinking it's going to be Mario Kart 9, so this could just easily be something else. This could be, a update for Mario Kart 8, or a update for Mario Kart Tour. I don't know. I'm just not certain. I'm not going to sit here and say Mario Kart 9 is definitely happening. And I saw this, hold on, let me pull it up actually. Like, this is Nintendo Prime's YouTube channel, and he covered what's it called? A leak on 4chan, the most reliable sources of all leaks, talking about a new Mario Kart 9. The next new Mario Kart has been leaked. I have a lot of details. Sources you'll see soon. So he lists all the playable characters. Does he go on? Yeah. So he goes on, talks about alts, all this kind of stuff. And it's like, let's see, all the battle modes from 8 Deluxe are back with 2 new ones. Party and party item blocks give dice blocks to allow you to roll a number. The number will determine the item you obtain. it just doesn't, like, you know, and, like, look at the list of playable characters here. Like, I mean, granted, I don't trust 4chan leaks at all, like, leaks at all, like, it just, I don't know, to me, it just doesn't make sense. Like, I don't have info on online. I assume it's similar to 8. Like, yeah, I just never understand why people take all of these leaks so seriously, especially with the alts. Like, what's Mansion Luigi? Like, would that be Luigi with his poltergust on? But that doesn't really make sense. Like, because it's, like, it would be on his back, and his back's against the seat of a car, so it doesn't make sense. And, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense, in my opinion. And 7 alts for each character doesn't make sense. And it's like, okay, these are the characters available at the start, and then you unlock all of these characters. I don't know, like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I don't know, I know E3 is, like, right around the corner, everyone's spewing their garbage in terms of leaks. Personally, I do think the Switch Pro rumors definitely have some, like, beef behind them, because Bloomberg reported on it, and a lot of people are confirming it, and it's just a pretty big deal. And then with Mario Kart situation, I think it's likely that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I personally am thinking it'll get DLC. I mean, I know it's been out for however long, but I just don't see them working on a Mario Kart 9. Or, I mean, I can see them working on a Mario Kart 9, but I personally still can't see them announcing a Mario Kart 9 right now, personally. It doesn't make sense, in my personal opinion. But what do you guys think? Obviously, Nintendo's leaks, the Nintendo leaks and the Nintendo rumor mill always gets all conjumbled this time of year, because it's E3 time. And stay tuned for an E3 video coming soon. I will be collaborating with GamerJube for this one. So, I'm really excited to get something out for you guys in terms of E3 predictions and wishes and all of that. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All the stuff down below. Click the notification bell so you're notified of when I upload videos. And check out the merch store. There is some cool ZakPak merch on there for you to check out. So, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video.